disappear.
Hi, Kenan.
Words weren't so clear.
So,
just like you.
this is it, per request. It is in kind of a state of shambles right now. The entire town has been taken off of the upper level here. You guys may remember this, you may not. Some of you are probably new since, but we've got an N gauge here. Next level's an O gauge. The entire thing is, what are we calling it? Lofted, I guess. Tiered. And then our HO down here, and then finally a G. So this was used in it's called Hudson Toy Train and Hobby. It was the main window display for the store, and they closed in 2000.
2007.
I was gonna say 8. So 2007. So you guys bought it, and it's been down here now for 10 years.
It has. The sad part is, like, because Ryan and I grew up with this. This is like every kid in our town knew about
Oh yeah.
this.
Every time you'd walk down Main Street, you'd stop and just watch these things go, if they were running, which was rare.
Which was, well, the G gauge was always running, but the other ones you had to ask.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's weird now because, like, Carlin and Kaylin, like, vaguely remember it, and, like, people their age don't remember it at all.
Wow. Yeah, it was our generation
like
for sure, because it went out of there in 07, so we were just in 7th grade.
Yeah.
Middle school.
We were like little kids when we were.
Right. You just watch it for hours, and where I'm standing right now here against the wall, this is what you saw from the window. Really, the front of it's more so over there, but there's a whole town up here. We took the town out several years ago. We started wiring this for a little electric lights, and we illuminated the buildings, and bridge. What else did we illuminate? There's little street lights here, street lights there. So we're redoing it all. You got a kitten, a couple years ago, and he jacked up all the street lights up here. So,
yep. So we also have, and this stuff actually works quite well. It's called Keep Off. It doesn't. I don't smell anything when you spray it, but you spray it all around.
Keeps the cats off.
Has not gone near it since.
That's good. Yeah, so we got it kind of cleaned up, but again, all the buildings are off. There's a bridge in the town here. Clouds are falling down, but. Doing the street lights now. We got one wired.
Really
yeah, the B2's climbing at about 88 degrees over there. The wiring right now is a huge mess. If we look down here where the G gauge is, I'll get a light. Oh no. Kenan, we left the LED on from last time.
Oh no.
That's been on for over a week.
It's still going.
It's still going.
Why don't you give that to me? I'll go change.
Not very brightly. I think we need another double in there. How did we not see that on?
Because we're stupid.
I guess, but yeah, here's what the wires look like. Our primary feed of 12 volts AC comes up here. This is garage door sensor wire. You know, when you wire the sensors for your garage door opening, the lasers. I brought a bunch of that over like 5 years ago, and we used a whole roll of it. So it's coming into these two, and then we've just been wrapping everything else around it, which is not exactly the way you want to do that, but it works. And then everything's drilled and stapled up here out of the way because our G gauge cuts through. There's the HO. You can kind of see the structure, how all that foam is built in there. And that's where the G gauge hooks up to the transformer. But we are improving it, and new lights, everything's going to work. It seems to be powerful enough. We're just running it off the accessory ports on the HO transformer. That works, but then you have to run the HO at full steam to get it to even move. So we're probably going to do a dedicated transformer for all of the accessories. And I mean, I still don't really know how to get away from this, right? Just take your two main leads, strip the shit out of them until they're that long, and then just keep wrapping everything else around. It works, but it's not the way you'd want to do that. You'd want to get some sort of a switch in here with little screws, and then each one would have its own thing, and then you feed that main switch. I don't really know where to buy something like that since Radio Shack no longer exists, but I'm sure Amazon would have it, and that can be done at any time. So today's project is just going to be wiring the street lights and the other lights for the buildings that sit on top of this. Getting everything put together on one circuit for the accessories, and go from there. Well, that's a lot better. We got a new battery in the LED, and we're cooking with fire now. So I didn't film any more at Kenan's, but we did get the 7 street lights done, or at least kind of wired. We did find a, what was it called, like a something hub switch, terminal hub. It's 1 line in and then 8 lines out, so we're going to have to split that 2 ways. Not ideal, but it works. That's coming on Amazon here in a few days. But we did get the street lights in and then the little wires down to where they're going to go. While he worked on that, I cleaned up all the buildings, just microfiber towel, really dusty. They've been sitting down there for years. So I got the buildings and the cars cleaned up. Wiring stuff on the way. We'll resume in a few days. We came back here, we watched the game, we ate some pizza. We hung out Cavaliers versus New Orleans Pelicans. The Brow Anthony Davis in Cleveland tonight. Cavs were down like 10 in the third quarter and then came back and won the game by probably 8 or 10. Really impressive fourth quarter. So that's good. Now a 3-game lead over Toronto. So it's 12:47. I'm going to get to bed tomorrow. What the hell day is it? Tuesday maybe? I got nothing. I don't know. Maybe I'll go back and work on the train set again. Otherwise it'll be more house stuff. That's what I did the beginning part of today, was just like receipts, and we finally got our new faucet installed, so no more battles with that at the end of the day to get it to stop dripping. Fixed. And that's it. So my battery light's flashing. I'm going to swap the batteries out, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow on Tuesday. Good night. Gotta feed him.